Yizzo, my people. Yizzo, listen, I got to start this off this way this time, my people. First of all, man, woman, and child, heaven and earth, eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. I see you. Hold on for 1 second. I'll do a screen share real fast in the beginning. I got to do this real fast. So I want you to look at something. You see this right here? You see this right here? I want you to remember this. See this square? I paused it. You see me pause it, right? It's not moving. They put they blacked this part out. How you got a perfect 90-degree angle square? They literally blacked this part of the sun out. Don't worry, I'm gonna drive my point home with this. But what happened was, when I get off of the screen, it'll start moving. But it's something else I want to show you on here too. But this is why I'm telling you that these instruments now, because there's so much activity up there by the sun, you understand, they are literally covering this out. And you wouldn't notice this. You would call it a camera anomaly if you don't have your third eye. Like I said, the title of this video, you must have the consciousness of the universe and the blood of the sun. You must have the consciousness of the universe and the blood of the sun. And you must be genuine when it comes to this. I don't care about money. I don't care about any materialistic shit. I care about you. I care about us. I care about we. I want to live with the earth. That's what I want to do. I want to live with the earth. I want to be like elephants. I want to live in nature. That's what I want to live like we originally supposed to be living. Point blank and simple. And you think that's dirt, but that's not dirt. That's not dirty at all. Living like this is really filthy, to be truthful and honest with you. But I just wanted to show you this real fast, my people. Don't worry. I'm going to get back to it, though. I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to get back to this. See if when I come off of it, and I might switch the screen, it might start moving. But I want to show you how they literally block that out. How they block that out right there. Oh, let me get over here. Hold on. Let me make sure I can y'all seeing everything that I'm seeing. Make sure I got everything. Bear with me, my people. Okay, cool. Y'all can see that. I can see that. Appreciate you, my people. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Matter of fact, take your time. Don't hit the like button. Wait till I finish this shit. You wait till I get in the middle of this shit, and then you say, you know what? I can hit the like button. But you know how I do, like I always start off, my people. Got to give you a song, and I got to give you a song, and I got to keep you up to date with the weather anomalies that's taking place across the planet. You see this blast that's coming from the west, the Midwest. Now it's going to head up to the northeast. All you got to do is look at how it's spinning. It's spinning in a number 9. These storms are spinning like this. These are how these storms are spinning. This is going to come up the East Coast. This is going to come up the East Coast. It's tore up the Midwest. Now, if you notice, it's tearing up all where you grow crop circles. Not only just destroying homes and families and making it hard to commute, but it's destroying, most importantly, your crop circles, your food. If you don't have food on your stomach, and war, if you don't have food on your stomach, you can't carry out lies. You don't have this bullshit ass garbage on your stomach, you can't carry out lies. And nor will they be able to experiment on you. For my race, they won't be able to experiment on you no more. For them, they won't be able to carry out their lives because they'd be too fucking hungry. They're going to end up eating each other. I value my people. Let's get into this right now. Hold on, let me start the song that I want. Here we go. Okay. Yo, what happened? What happened? Let me disconnect this. Yo, they vicious, ain't they? Yo, vicious, boy, I tell you. Vicious. All right, hold up. This is a story.
This is the cry of a people who were robbed and raped from their homeland and their loved ones. A people stripped of their culture, their dignity, their liberty, and their rights. and by the cruel and presumptuous hands of the colonial and imperialistic slavers, were carved into the West, where for over 400 years they have toiled and labored, and with their blood, their sweat and tears and hands, they have built the great city of Babylon, only to be paid with the wages of the taskmasters, quick, torture, and death. Whoa. This is my history. Whoa, we've been down in the valley much too long. We've been down in negativity oh so long. We've been down in humility much too long. We've been down in a slave oh so long, but we're gonna rise and shine and give all the creation. For now's the time when all nations must be free. So rise and shine, restore your strength and power. Waste no more time, remember your history.
Tell them why you're mad, son. Tell them why you're mad, son.
We've been down in a suffocation much too long. We've been down in a condemnation for so long. We've been down in a segregation much too long. We've been down in humiliation oh so long.
But we're gonna rise and shine
As the morning sun that surrounds you, it's international rising time, where all mankind must be born new. So rise and shine for the sake
of the younger generation.
hearts and minds to grow in the unity. Whoa. Remember the slave master. Remember the taskmaster swing. We've been down in the valley much too long. We've been down in captivity oh so long. We've been down in a slavery much too long. We've been down in humility oh so long, but we're gonna rise and shine and bring our liberation. For now's the time when all nations must be free. Rise and shine, restore your strength and power. Waste no more time, remember your history. Cause we're gonna rise and shine as the morning sun that surrounds you.
It's international rally time. And mankind must be more than you. Yo, I value you, my people. Let me turn this down. Hold up, matter of fact. Let me put that on repeat. Let me put that song on repeat. You already know that song got to stay on repeat. Let me put that right there. It's time to rise as the morning sun is around you. As the morning sun is around you.
This is the cry of a people.
Peace, appreciation, and value to all, my people. Peace, appreciation, and value to all. If no one told you how much they appreciate you and value today, let me tell you what. This galactic being right here, I value you. I need you. I need you to have your own individual mind. We're not supposed to be eye to eye. We're supposed to be heart to heart. We're supposed to be here for one another. This was the great test, the greatest test of all. And that test was that we were supposed to remind each other, strip Superman and Superwoman of their abilities. Put something on this planet that can move in dimensions, that can manipulate energy, and see if he can manipulate you to hate your brother, hate your sister, even hate creation, hate learning, have no self-discipline. This is what it was all about when Satan said to God, why would you give them dominion over everything? Now, when I say that, my people, that's because it's an entity. So some people like to take my words and use it on videos and flip it. Like some people are the Puff Daddy of YouTube. They take videos and they remix it to fit them. When I say that, the individuals, they don't want to hear this. The individuals that wrote all those holy books, all those religious books, is an entity that is here on the planet and is related to the royal family, is connected to the royal family and that moon. They don't want to mention that. It's recorded in our history. Nothing is older than DNA and RNA. Nothing is older than DNA and RNA. You ain't got to show me no physical stature or nothing. Nothing is older than DNA and RNA. Wherever the sun touches, that's where we touch, my people. So the sun touch everywhere. The sun touch everywhere. In each one of our cells, we have what you call the nucleus, which is the sun. We literally have the sun sitting in each one of our cells. Point blank and simple. That's science facts. That's science facts. So let me get in this, my people. I want to share a couple of videos with you. I want to drive my point home with a few things. All right. Let me get over here. All right. Let me get rid of this so I can go right on down the line. Hold on. I don't even want to talk about that yet. No. Hold on. I don't want to talk about that yet. Hold on. How do I want to do this? My apologies, people. Nope. Don't want to get there yet either. Hold on. All right. Let's start with this. Matter of fact, let me get into where's my email at? Where's my email address? Where's my email? My apologies, people. Where's my email? Here we go. Now, let's talk about ionized particles that are coming from the sun. Matter of fact, let me show you this first. My bad. I'm all over the space. That's all right. You know how I'm going to get it, right? Let's talk about ionized particles. Let's start with this. The magnetos pulse. Let's start with this. The magnetos pulse. Your magnetic field line. This is monitoring your magnetic field line. So if you look at the front, the Earth is in the middle. The white side is the daytime side. The black side is the nighttime side. This line right here, this bar right here, represents your magnetic field. Supposedly protects you from harmful gamma radiation. I don't have any problems with the sun, but this is what everyone else says. It protects you, but this is being removed. You have pressure that's on coming from the daytime side, and then you have, like I told you, this is starting to wrap around planet Earth. It's starting to connect. The energy from whatever's over here on the nighttime side is actually starting to connect on the daytime side. It's already wrapped completely around Earth. And you can see the energy right here. The energy, as it started to turn red, that is high frequency. That is high energy that is coming from our second sun. Let's just put it to you like that. And let's say our original sun. How about that? Or the red sun. How about that? Now, let me go over here. Now, one of the things that I had to correct myself with was this is solar velocity winds. How fast are the cosmic rays coming from the sun and hitting Earth? So this, when I had to go on my phone and I had to configure kilometers into the speed. Now this reached all the way up to about 485. So when you put 485 kilometers per second, that's over 1 million miles per hour. 1 million miles per hour, my people. That's how fast the cosmic rays are coming to this planet and hitting Earth. Now, as you can see, again, this represents the magnetic field line, the red right here. These lines right here represents the cosmic rays that are coming from the sun. Now, and I want you to look at this, my people. I want you to look at how deep this really is. Look at the cosmic rays that are coming from the sun. This is the daytime side over here, right? They're supposed to come from the sun, pass through Earth, and go out into the space, right? However, there is an object that's here. And look, the object, whatever's here, it's got to be bigger or as a companion, because these arrows back here wasn't turning. If you go and look at the videos that I've been doing when I do Sunblood update, it was the first line right here, the second line, and then the third line wouldn't turn as much. But now the energy has increased on the planet. The energy has increased. The cosmic rays, ionized particles, have increased on this planet, and they are lying on these instruments. That's why when I went over here, they have a black, this right here. You can't explain this to me. You got to explain, why do you have a black square blocking out what's here? What is happening on this portion of the sun? Something is sitting there. Something is sitting here, and I'm gonna drive my point home even more to show you that something. And not only that, I'm gonna let this play now, and I want you to watch something that moves. It's going to come from the south, southwest, and move to the northeast. It's going to go straight across the sun. It doesn't go across this way. It doesn't go from west to east. It actually comes from southwest to northeast. It's going to go on an angle. Watch this. Did you see that? Did you see that? Let me rewind it again. Look. Come on, man. It's activity that is popping off in your space consistently. Hold on, I'm gonna drive my point home even more. I'm going over this is Soho. Now let me show you something. This is over the last 48 hours. Now this here is inverted. I want you to look. There are two objects. Let me start with this. The sun is in the middle. They put this dot over top of the sun so it don't give them that glare, so they can see coronal mass ejections coming off the sun. But what I want you to do, I want you to pay attention over here. There are two objects, one on the right-hand side and one on the left-hand side of the sun. Watch when this play. And you can even see it pop up over here. Look, it's coming even more clear on this screen on the right-hand side. There are two objects that are consistently sitting here now. Oh, let me see. I'm going to pause it. Here you go. Look at that. You can see it here and you can see it here, but you see it even more clear. There are two objects sitting on both sides of the sun. Now, how I know that for sure? Because here you go. Kala comes here. Wait a second. Let me pull this up real fast. People be asking, what the fuck, people? I told you, man. Like, this shit is ridiculous, man. My computer, this shit is ridiculous. Let me start with this. Let me go over here. How I know that for sure? Because when I start off my camera, there are three lens flares. One for the white light that is generating energy from our sun. And then there's two other objects, blue Kachina and a red Kachina that's up there. And those are, matter of fact, bam, there you go right there. There you go right there. Blue Kachina and a red Kachina sitting right there on both sides of the fucking sun. That's what I'm calling it now. Because you know why? I can back it up. Well, I can back it up on what I be recording from the sky. Now, people ask me all the time, Kala, what do you do with your camera? I don't do anything with my camera. Let me tell you. You see this right here? This says iMovie. iMovie. That's what I do. I take my phone and I load it up. I take the video and I load it up here. Then I go here at the top of the screen. I'm gonna hit reset. I go reset. This is how the video look. This is how the video look without me darkening in. Now, without me darkening in, you can see one lens flare, two lens flare, and another lens flare. You can see that clearly. However, what I do, because I know bots and I know people want to debunk me because, again, people do this for attention. You understand? They want to do this for fame and fortune. But when it's genuine in your heart and you really care about your race and you see the detriment that your race is in, also you see the glory that we can be in collectively, you're going to do this no matter what. They say when you find something that you can do 24 hours, 7 days a week, and you don't need to get paid for, you don't need no money for, you don't want nothing in return. I will do this shit all day, every day. That's when you found your purpose. So here you go right here. Let me show you something. Now this is I put reset. So the only reason why I darken it in, you can see without me darkening it in. One, you can see that it's on the right-hand side of the sun. But see what I do is I say, you know what? It's too bright. It's too bright. It's too bright. Let me strip the light. Bam. That's what I do. I put it on. I don't alter it. I don't do anything. I don't change the film. All I do is strip the light away from it. There is no way in the world that me stripping the light away from it, it should show that much up in the French toast sky. Point blank and simple. It shouldn't show that. This is just all I'm doing is taking away the light. That's it. Let me take away the light again. All I'm doing is stripping the light. It's too bright during the day and it's too dark at night. That's all I'm doing. So people think that I'm not IG savvy. I'm not IG savvy. I can't put a dot on my phone and let it and make it appear only when I'm filming the sun. That doesn't make any sense. The only people that believe that are lizards, the only people that believe that or want to say something like that are people that are looking for fame. They wish they were catching this. But see, your heart is not right. Your heart chakra is not in the right place. So Mother Universe know that. You understand? Our brothers and sisters that are moving across this planet, they know that already. Your heart chakra is not in the right place. So I've been filming the sky since day one. You can go look at any of my videos. You go pull up my videos since day one. I was speaking about us, our connection to the sun, and our extended family since day one. Since day one, and I never changed. People called me crazy, off my rocker, something's wrong with you. But now all of a sudden, the shit is undeniable proof that I'm showing people. So let me get off of here. Undeniable proof. So here we go. This is why I say that there is the red and blue Kachina right there, sitting on both sides of the motherfucking sun. Sitting on both sides of the sun. This is how I be telling you they overlapping these pictures too. They overlapping this. So other people, other races, y'all can dance around what's going on. But how do you get let me enlarge this again. How do you get, let me start it over. From the southwest, look at that, straight across. Look how fast that moved. And it's huge. Whatever it is big. Look how fast it moved. They want to listen, that's why I told y'all, I don't knock Mr. MB33 or any other channel, Gina Marie. I don't knock none of them. Secure all of them. Let me tell you something. They are only doing this they're not doing this because they really care about their people. I'm just being honest. That's how I feel. You can keep calling this space anomalies, all the hell you want. You can say whatever you want. But there is a family that's here now. You understand? Or we return home to a family. And the stuff that was going on with this planet is completely unjust. You have fell in love with a lifestyle that only fits you. It's not conducive to nature or the organic people on this planet. So now 2 homes are being set up on this planet. See, it's coming to sound more realistic. 2 homes are being set up on this planet. One for the sun people and one for the moon people. Now everybody's starting to take heed. Listen, it's up to you. Do what you want to do. If I was you, let me just say this to you. The people that are killers and gangsters, go all out. The people that are transgenders and gays, go all out. The people like to drink bullshit all day long, go all out. Party every day like it's New Year's. That's what I would do. I would go all the fuck out. That's what I would do because it's over. This is over. Wow, what happened here? I didn't do nothing, my people. I did absolutely nothing. Listen, I did absolutely nothing. See, I know that I'm ruffling feathers on Pindar, Moloch, and his crew. You understand? I know that I'm ruffling feathers. I don't do nothing. All I did was I enlarged the screen and I'm showing you what. See, they wasn't expecting me to catch that 90-degree angle square that was patched over top of the sun. It was patched right over top of the sun. They wasn't expecting that. It's all good though. Let me keep it moving though. Let me keep it moving. All right, solar velocity. No, I'm good with that. I showed you that. All right. This instrument, like here we go right here. Here's a number of instruments. This is Enlil. This is Enlil. How about Enlil? Do you know what Enlil is? This is Enlil instrument. Y'all don't get this, man. This is hilarious to me now. You understand? It's sad that my people are dealing with this, you understand, psychologically and not understanding, like, you can beat this. This is easy. You can get past this test, especially now. But Earth is in the middle. You have stereo A and stereo B. How is this is a direct hit? This is a direct hit. But when you go over to the Schumann resonance, just a little bit of background noise, just a little bit of background noise for the 25th, and then you go, hold on. Where I want to go at? Hold on, my people. Hold on. Oh, was it the Schumann resonance? No. Was it the Oh, here we go. That's a direct hit. Now I want you to look at this other Enlil model. This goes all the way up until, this starts the 23rd, and it goes all the way up, I think, until the 28th. But I want you to look. Here's the sun. Earth is the green right here. This is Earth. The blast that came off the CME that came off, it shows here that it barely hit Earth. Each instrument is telling you something different. Each instrument is telling you something different now. It barely hit Earth. Look, it barely glanced Earth. It don't even look like it hit Earth. However, when I go over here to this instrument, Earth is in the middle. That's a beeline. That's a straight beeline to Earth. And then you go over to, let me see something here. Where's the other one at? Oh, you know what? I gotta go back. That's why. Let me get out of this. Then you go over to, no, this is not what I want. My apologies, people. Here we go. This is what I want right here. Then you go over to planetary K index. Oh, this changed. Wow. This changed because this, all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them was down here. This changed. So they had to update it because apparently people are catching on to this shit. This changed. This is the planetary K index, the impact of cosmic particles that are hitting the Earth. So hold on. And then you go over here. Goes X-ray flux. See, how do you have a C class? This went up to an M class flare. The 26 coming from the 25th to the 26th is supposed to be an M class flare. Then all this, you have a C class here. You have another C class flare here. But where is the evidence? Where is the information showing that? Where is the information showing that? Hold on, my people. You know, I gotta go. I'm clicking shit, going back and forth. Bear with me, my people. Bear with me. My shit is all out of there. Okay, here we go. Where is that at? Look, it don't even show that it hit Earth. It's not even showing that it hit Earth. Where is this information coming from? Come on, man. Come on, NASA. NASA, you gotta explain it. I'm on your ass now, NASA. My people on it, they watching the sun now. We watching the sun now. No doubt. We on the sun now. Now let me pull this up real fast, my people. Let me pull this up. People was asking me, ionized particles. Here you go. Ionization of living tissue causes molecules in the cells to be broken apart. Let me read that again to you. Ionization of living tissue. You are a living organism. Causes molecules in the cells to be broken apart. This interaction can kill cells or cause them to reproduce abnormally. Damage to a cell can come from direct actions or indirect actions of the radiation. Now let me open this up a little bit. Let me come on. All right, here we go. I don't never had this problem, my people. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is, right? So ionizing of living tissue causes the molecules in the cells to be broken apart. What did I tell you? When we get a CME from the sun, when you get a coronal mass ejection from the sun, it separates the electrons from around the atom, exposing it to UVC radiation. UVC radiation is a detoxifier, a germ killer, a mutating wavelength. Now, This interaction can kill the cell or causes them to reproduce abnormally. This is where you get the so-called virus from that's out here right now, that is so-called swarming America and across the continents, all continents right now. Damage to cells can come from direct actions or indirect actions of radiation. Radiation, where do you get radiation from? The sun. If you're not reading about this, if you're not willing to read, then you're not going to catch it. What the fuck, man? What the heck? Oh my gosh, man. This is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, my brothers and sisters. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's all I'm gonna say. It is what it is. So here we go. We're gonna go over here right now. Ionizing radiation can interact directly with a DNA molecule's atoms. Your body is made of trillions of atoms. Trillions of atoms. Ionized radiation can interact directly with a DNA molecule's atoms. This prevents cells from reproducing. So your bodies, we're in a 7-year tribulation. And we're going into 2.5 years of this tribulation. We're getting into 2.5 year period of this tribulation. Either your body is getting stronger or you are breaking down. This is why we have to be real with one another. Have you noticed that older people are getting sick and dying? If you notice that, they are dying, huh? Call it what you want. If you don't want to eat properly, you want to drink alcohol, you want to smoke cigarettes, tobacco, you want to smoke cigars, you want to party all night, go rock yourself out. Do your thing. I'm not knocking you for what you are doing. Only thing I'm telling you is that this is the sun and the universe is not waiting for you to change. Party time is over. Death is over. We partied to death. You know how they say party to death? Yes, we partied to death here on this planet. Now, direct action can also damage critical cellular systems. Huh? Come on. Sometimes it can even lead to what? Cancer. If you're not reading this, then if you're not reading and researching, then guess what you're doing? You're literally dying slow. Put yourself in the Lord's hands. That's what you do. Put yourself in the Lord's hands. And you can get mad at me all you want. Put yourself. That's what a lot of people are doing. That's why they still smoking. That's why they still drinking. That's why they still want to try to find fault colors in their brothers and sisters. Because you know why? You know why? Because they put themselves in the Lord's hand. They put themselves in the Lord's hand. You better put yourself in your own hand. You keep giving somebody else dominion over you. That's going to cause you a problem. Believe me, you. So that's why I'm not concerned when these people be talking crap and making videos. Do what you got to do. This shit is over. Hold on. What I want to do? No, I don't want to go there yet. I'm gonna definitely hit that up. Hold on. How do I want to do this? Nope, I don't want to go there yet. I'm gonna hit that up too. Let me get over here. Oh, nope, don't want to do this yet either. Wait a second. Bear with me, my people. Bear with me. I want to do it right in order the way I want to do it. Hold on. Here we go. Now, remember when I said this? I did a video a few months. I did a video the moment that this happened. The moment that this happened. Let me pause this. The moment that this happened, I did a video on this. Now, I don't remember I don't remember what video it was because I didn't title it "Soldiers Abandon Afghanistan" like it wasn't nothing. I didn't do that. But I told you that. Let me explain something to you. They left their coat. People left personal items. They said, grab everything that you can take with you, that you do not mind leaving back here. And that's what they did. And they got the French toast out of Afghanistan. Now, they still didn't tell you why all of a sudden, after being in Afghanistan all that time and having bases set up there, why did they leave? I told you the reason why they left Afghanistan. I told you that. Now, here is someone. I want you to listen to this right here. Again, I'm not here for you. Don't have to believe nothing I'm telling you. That's on you. But let me tell you something. It's going down.
All right, fam, you're going to want to hear this one. A couple days ago, a soldier with the highest security clearance sent me a message on my TikTok. In his message, he would state that he might know why Biden left Afghanistan the way he did. Intrigued, I said, please explain. He disclosed that he had top secret security clearance and that it was his second tour in Afghanistan. He was a radio technician, and he would fix the broken comms soldiers would bring back to the FOB, or the Forward Operating Base. While in the Middle East, he would work with the best spec ops teams in the military. From MARSOC, which is U.S. Marine Corps Special Forces, to the SEALs, the Rangers, and the British Marines. And about 7 months ago is when he got back from his last tour. It was around the time that Biden first took office, and the same time when something would take place that made U.S. forces decide it wasn't worth being there. And here is why. Viewer discretion advised. He was nearing the end of his tour when one of his SEAL buddies brought back a bunch of broken radios. After a mission where his team would take on 60% casualties, which was highly unusual in Afghanistan at this time. And they had been sent out on a patrol in the surrounding hills and mountains. They were in the Kandahar region of Afghanistan. Officially, his buddy would tell him they got attacked by a platoon-sized element of the Taliban. But for some reason, he could sense that he wasn't hearing the entirety of the story. Well, lucky for our technician, he had recently snuck booze into the wire. And he would end up getting drunk with the SEAL team member for 6 nights straight. And on the very last night of drinking together, the SEAL team member, out of the blue, would say, "You can't tell anybody about this. And the shit he's about to say should never be repeated." Our whistleblower would explain that the SEAL team member wouldn't go into gritty detail. He assumed it was either because he hadn't processed it yet, or someone forcibly told him not to tell a soul. During the mission, we would come up on a cave that was supposed to be a hostile outpost. But as they approached the outpost in the cave, they suddenly heard screaming inside. They then proceeded to a vantage point where they could get a better view out of sight of any enemy combatants. When they finally got in position and glanced down into the cave, they couldn't believe their eyes. It was a giant standing anywhere from 16 to 20 feet tall, fighting the Taliban. He was crushing them limb from limb, tossing them around like rag dolls, killing one after another after another. The men were in shock. They couldn't believe what they were witnessing. They would watch for about 30 seconds and then decide it would be smart to take a tactical withdrawal. But as they were backing up, the giant would spot one of them. And with swift speed, he would pursue and be on top of them in seconds. He would engage and kill 3 of them immediately. So quickly, one of them called air support from an A-10. By the time the bombs buried the beast, he killed 8 SEALs and corpsmen, wounding 2, but they survived. They were told to keep quiet because of backlash. Shortly after this incident, we would decide to make a hasty withdrawal. This would be the second time U.S. soldiers would battle a giant from Kandahar.
Now, again, that's your choice. You don't have to believe that or not. You know what I mean? You don't have to believe anything that I'm posting here. Oh, let me stop this. Let me stop this. You don't have to believe anything that I'm posting. And listen, I know the trolls that's in there. You understand, inside the chat, my people. But you know, I ignore them. You know what I mean? I ignore the troll. You constantly, you're a lizard. You gotta come to me. I ain't gotta come to you. See, you need me. I don't
never
need
will
you.
they receive the light.
I told you, I don't need you. You need me. So I know you in there. I see you. You've been sending me messages. You notice that I ignored you now because you're weak. So here we go. Let me keep it moving. Let me use your own. Let me use your own people. You understand? Here you go, right here. Listen to this, my people.
Groups that are out there that are human-like are not Caucasian. They're not. If you watch movies, you see tall blondes with blue eyes, and the majority of them are various shades of dark skin, different heights, mixes of you'll see African American type mixtures with Polynesian kind, that just slightly different than what you would see here. There's just something a little different about them, a different type of human. So as I've described, there are 22 of these genetic programs, and they're more than just genetic. The ET groups that are out there that are human-like are not Caucasian.
See, now listen, the bottom line is that this is science, this is factual, my people. You understand? Anybody that want to dispute that, all you have to do is just understand something. No, they can't eat the sun. No other race on this planet can eat the sun. We can. We literally ingest the sun. None of them can do that. You search their DNA, you will find out in their DNA. How do you have 98% monkey? We don't have any monkey genes inside of us. Now, if an individual will like the guy that's in there, his name is Christopher. I don't know what he's a lizard. Y'all see him in the chat, right? I asked the guy to go live, and he don't want to go live with me to bring his evidence. So all I have to say is you can feed into him if you want to. That's up to you. But if I was us, we're gonna ignore him and keep it moving.
Not. If you watch movies, you see tall blondes with blue eyes, and the majority of them are various shades of dark skin, different heights, mixes of you'll see African American type mixtures with Polynesian kind, that just slightly different than what you would see here. There's just something a little different about them, a different type of human.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something. Everybody knows who the fuck we are. Everybody. So now let me bring it up through Ancient Aliens. Here you go, right here. Let is a video that I got off. Hold on. Let me use this part right here. Here you go. Let me use it. Here you go. Listen to this.
Charmaine claims.
Ooh, hold on.
She learned from her abductors that all humans today are byproducts of alien genetic manipulation. Some more than others.
At certain points in our history, different ET races have come to this planet, and they have not manipulated all of humanity, but certain groups.
The reason and agenda for...
Now, remember one thing, my people, that the number one rule in science, that which is natural cannot change unless something unnatural take place to it, right? So understand something. They could never manipulate your DNA. They could never give you animal DNA. Never could. Only thing they can do is put antigens on your blood, antigens on your DNA to interfere with your lymphatic system, which lowers your what makes you acceptable to diseases and viruses that they make up. That's it.
Alien intelligences to be on this planet manipulating humans and animals is because there are wars out there between...
That's what they want to tell you, that is wars out there. There is no war out there. The war is in your consciousness. Nothing, no war. No one be able to drop crop circles. No one will be able to sit there and tap into communications like that whenever they wanted to. We do whatever we want. The number one rule is you do not tell the organic people of this planet who they are. You're not supposed to give direct contact with them and tell them who they are. That is their job. We are responsible for one another.
Different types of intelligences about territory. And that those territorial wars involve populations of created and manipulated life.
Created and manipulated life.
If reptilian extraterrestrials have inhabited Earth for thousands of years, are they content to continue hiding out underground?
Notice what he said. Are they content hiding out where? Underground. There is no, only us come from the sky, and they're not even in the ocean. They are under concrete ground. That's where they at. They're not even in the ocean. They're not in the sky. They're on the concrete ground. You can start over there in that Europe, in that fake royal family.
Have inhabited Earth for thousands of years. Are they content to continue hiding out underground? Or is the day fast approaching where they will step out of the shadows and announce their presence once again?
The Christians are waiting for the return of Jesus.
Notice that Jesus had a halo over his head. All these books is talking about the return of something.
Christians are waiting for the return of Jesus. The Jews are waiting for the return of the Messiah. The Islamic community is waiting for the return of Muhammad. The idea of this return did not originate with any of those religious figures, but it in fact originated with the promise by extraterrestrials that they would return in the future.
Tradition tells us that the army of the Messiah is not to come from heaven, but is to arise from inner earth and therefore dominate the surface world.
So what's going to happen is, this is why they're setting up with Ukraine, China, and Taiwan, because Buddy Boy is going to come from up the... Satan has to be revealed. Whoever's playing God has to be revealed. So he's going to walk the surface of the earth. He's no longer can be hidden, and everyone is going to witness this. But how do you control a group of people? With food. How do you control a group of people? You keep the food. People going to be starving, and they're going to be willing to accept anything, no matter how many times, how many children that have went missing. 8 million children go missing a year. No matter what, no matter how we say that these people drunk blood, no matter how much they say they do sacrifices, these people are going to accept. A lot of people are going to accept them. Us, on the other hand, we're not going to accept them. I know that already. That's why they want to kill us off. But then, you know what? We're not going to accept them.
Perhaps we are now at this special turning point in our history and the timeline of planet Earth, where the reptilians and the other extraterrestrials will announce themselves.
Hold on, let me rewind this shit. We are now at the turning point in Earth.
Reptilians and the other extraterrestrials will announce themselves.
Hold on, let me go over here now. Hold on. Oh no, not yet, not that.
The ET groups that are out there that are human.
Earthly things.
Hold on.
And great.
Hold on, here we go. I want to play this. I want to play this. This is for my brothers. I want to tell y'all, my brothers and sisters, when you would never reach that, you would never reach absolute focusing on your brother and sister. You would never reach absolute when you sacrifice one of your brother and sister. You would never reach absolute at all. Now, let me explain something to y'all. Let me tell you what is righteous. Remember Denzel in Book of Eli, when he seen a man and a woman getting beat up, and the man got killed and they raped the woman. And he said, yo, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. I got to keep moving forward. This is how we have to be. That's not your problem. You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward. Now, a righteous kill is one of your brothers that are walking around in a demon mind, and he want to bring harm to you. Because see, Denzel didn't bring harm to nobody. He said, leave me be. But when you went to pull a strike, he tore your ass out the frame. And that's a righteous kill. You understand? But when you have one of these, I'm killing you over materialistic shit. I'm killing you over the words that you're saying. I'm killing you because you don't, I don't like you because of your opinions and your theories. That's some weak shit. You understand? That's really weakness from a man. That's not strength. You follow what I'm saying to you? Because no one makes anyone hit the play button here with Khalil. When I go live, I don't go to anyone's platform and be telling you to hit the play button. You got an idiot in the chat right now that if you go look at any of my messages, he constantly sending me messages. But when I say let's go live together so you can bring your evidence, he won't go live because I want to put his face on the screen. He won't put his face on the screen. That's how you know that's a lizard. That's how you know that's a bot. That's how you know that's a Neanderthal. That's how you know that's 3/5 of a human being. That's how you know that individual is not even natural to the planet, that you have to try to force through words. When all you got to do is come on here and go live. Send me your email address. Let's go live together and let's see what you got to say. But nah, you're not going to do it because I know who you are. So what happened is he continued to send messages, and all I do is ignore him. So now his only way is to come in through the live chat, because I'm not going to block you. It's a waste of time. My people in there, my brothers and sisters are waking up. We know better already. We don't have no Neanderthal blood. Your time is up. You won't be here on this planet much longer. You're going to be face down inside of the ground. And any brother and sister that join you with that bull crap, you're going to be face down with them. Point blank and simple. But I want you to listen to this part.
And great titles, but never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel the stars. They will never reach the higher realms, for the killing of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. Things and great titles, but never will they become immortal and join us. Never will they receive the light and travel the stars. They will never reach the higher realms, for the killing of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. This they will never know. The truth will be hidden in their face. It will be so close that they will not be able to focus on it until it's too late. Oh yeah.
It seemed like that's what it seemed like. It seemed like the other race. The truth is being right in front of their face. It'll be so close to them that they still ignore it. They still ignore the truth right in front of your face. So hold on, let me see something there. I want to place something in order, my people. So let's go with this right here. Let me go with this just a little bit. Let me give y'all some 3D talk. Let me give you a little bit of 3D talk. Now, let me tell you something. When Putin made it very clear, I don't want to go into Ukraine, but Ukraine is being manipulated by Western governments. Ukraine is being manipulated by NATO. NATO is the shadow governments. He's the lizard. This is the lizard's NATO is the lizard government, military. That's the lizard military. So let me explain something to you. Putin made it very clear. America, I want nothing to do with you. People of America, let me ask you a question. Why are you going to fucking Ukraine? That's none of your business. You have nothing to do with that. Why are you going to Ukraine? Why? Because someone put a battery in your back and told you to go there? Is Ukraine, is Putin a fucking terrorist? Y'all now he's a hack terrorist. You went from Bin Laden, you went from Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden. Now you over there with Putin. He's a terrorist because he didn't agree to join forces with the United Nations here in America to disarm American, to pull martial law. Because Eric Snowden, because Hillary Clinton got so comfortable with her emails, and Eric Snowden hacked her emails and went to Putin and said, here you go, just provide me safe passage. That's it. So now this man had put military soldiers, when they told you it was 100,000, I told you it was way more than that. It's over 300,000 plus soldiers, and there's plenty of arsenal there on the borders of Ukraine. He doesn't want to go in Ukraine. Guess what he said? NATO, you're not going in Ukraine either. So if you go in Ukraine, NATO, I'm coming in Ukraine. Which one you're going to do? Now, NATO is backed up against the wall. You know why? Because they trying to prepare the earth for Pindar and his crew. Moloch, they trying to prepare the earth for them. If you have NATO in all set up. Now, NATO have powerful weapons. If you have NATO set up that can control all of these countries, what you got guns pointed at? You got, if everybody was in America didn't have no guns, if we didn't have no guns in America right now, and NATO was set up, do you not know how we would be looking right now? It would be disgraceful out here. Disgraceful. Putin said, listen, I don't want no problems with you, America, but if you want to join in this, that's up to you. But I'm telling you who's not coming here. NATO. Now I got to ask the people of America, why are you sending your family members to Ukraine? You have nothing to do with that. You don't even benefit from that. You know what's going to happen when the war jump off? Your money is going to collapse. They are playing with the stock market now. So let me tell you how stupid people are, the foolishness that bothers me. Listen, the stock market is controlled by them. They can push a button, whatever. It's fake numbers, up and down, up and down, up and down. This is who controls the stock market. Who runs the Federal Reserve Bank? Your fake royal family and a fucking moon. I don't get it. How is it a brother from North Philly, raised by his grandmother, in and out of juvenile hall? Not saying I wanted to go to juvenile hall, but I wasn't conforming to the system. Went to the penitentiary. How did a brother discipline himself to figure this out at a short period of time? And I look at you, other YouTube channels that have been on this for so long. All you're doing is trying to get money from your people. You're selling what is that shit called? EMPs, protection against the energy, the electric magnetic pulse, whatever you're trying to sell. I done lost track of that bullshit. I mean, I'm just being honest. How could you not figure this out? The reason why you haven't figured it out, or you turn a deaf ear and a blind eye to it, because you really can't believe within your hearts of hearts that there was something on this planet that created you to further the embarrassment of the organic people. But guess what I want to tell you? Regardless of what they created you to do, you have a choice. You don't have to do that. And guess what? Because we are so loving and so nurturing and so caring, our brothers and sisters would have made a way for you to exist on the planet and live your days out, even with the red sun being in the sky. That's how beautiful and unique we are. We would have done that for you, but you refuse to turn against your own race. That is not our battle. We should not be marching up and down the street, better police officers, better education, and none of that shit. That is your fight. That is your reality. That is not our reality. You need to take care of your own people, because your people are bothering my people. And then you want to make it seem, then you put these black politicians that are going to, let me explain something to you. They're going to get it the worst. Those black politicians, oh my gosh, they're going to get it the worst. You put these black politicians in play, and you have them agree to policing their own people even more. You have my own brothers and sisters that believe that my brothers and sisters are completely out of control. When we're in poverty, we have nothing. You're putting us in survival mode. What is wrong with you? And this is why you are going into survival mode. And you're going to see how you react in survival mode, all the way to cannibalism. You see, we are in survival mode, and we still haven't pulled off the heinous acts that you are going to pull off amongst each other. Get mad at me all you want, but I can tell you one thing. There is not one YouTube channel on here that has been as pure and as raw with you. And I know it. I know it. You know why? Because they want something from you. I don't want nothing. I want to live with the planet like nature, like elephants, like fucking lions. That's what I want to do. I don't want to live like Bill Gates or Jerry Jones, or owner of a football team, or Michael Jordan or LeBron James. I don't want to live like that. That separates me from my brothers and sisters. See, when we all on an even playing field, you know what comes into play? Consciousness. Consciousness. The intelligence of the one individual. That's what comes into play. Not money. You can give $1 billion to a dummy, and he does absolutely nothing. That's why if you ever look at these players that play football or play sports, as soon as they finish playing football, they write on TV broadcasters. Why? Because they don't know what else to do. Their brains is fried. They don't want to read a book. They don't want to do anything else. They run out of shit to do. They can't go nowhere. You think these people really have fun and have a beautiful life? You really think so? I'm being honest. It's only but so many times they can go to Hawaii. Most of them can't go there because of the sunlight. It's only but so many times you can go to these places. They can't go to Antarctica. They can't go and travel somewhere where the government say, nah, you limited. You can't. So they keep them occupied with dumb kid shit. And they make and then you know what they do? You see, when LeBron drives in his neighborhood, guess what? All them people that live in his neighborhood, doctors, top physicians, they don't give a damn about your car, none of that. They looking at his DNA, and it's how their houses look just like his. This is why he comes down into hood communities. This is why your ball players and stuff, they come down to the hood communities. You understand? They don't go out there. Why? Because they be looking at y'all like, okay, you got a Rolls Royce. Okay, you're a dummy though. You're bringing your child to me, and I'm going to examine your kid. You're bringing your child to me, and I'm going to educate your kid. You're a big fool, bro. Go play basketball. Go shoot the ball. How many neurons do it take for you to dribble a basketball, for you to run a route? I'm just being honest with you. That's just being realistic. So let me show you something real fast. For the ones that talk about this stock, they're playing games. Listen to this.
On this yesterday after the close was it's not done yet. Why?
Right. I don't think it's done. Now, I don't know that we're going to see another day like that with such a big swing. But the reason I don't think it's done is because that didn't happen where we need to bounce back from a one-time shock, right? That wasn't a one-time event that we're trying to digest. This entire thing is a digestion process of a new environment that we're not conditioned for. So there are a lot more steps that we still have to take. We're going to hear from the Fed tomorrow, obviously, but I wouldn't expect anything earth-shattering to come out of their mouths tomorrow. And then there's a long period of time between tomorrow and that next March.
You're going to hear from the Feds tomorrow. The Feds run your stock market. And who runs them? The fake royal family. Who enslaved you? Who was the first on the stock market? You were, my brothers and sisters. We were. We were the first on the stock market. Do you not understand this? They're playing a game. And these fools are playing a game right along with them. She's not even who you think she is. Look at her forehead. You got to look at the physiology of these people, man. That's when I say you start studying anatomy. She's not even who you think she is. Hold on. I don't want to play this full video. You can hear it all over CNN. They preparing y'all for the stock market to crash, for your dollar to crash. I just want you to know that. So here you go right here. Once this go down right here, and I told you, they telling you it's 8,500 troops. It's way more than 8,500 troops ready for this, my people.
Well, as we said, 8,500 U.S. troops are being put on alert. And today we saw live pictures of U.S. military equipment heading to the Ukrainians today, what Ian was talking about. They're part of the $200 million in security assistance. And Ian, all of these moves are happening very publicly. They're not just sending the weapons, they're telling everybody they're sending the weapons. So joining us now to discuss all of this. Mick Mulray, who's the former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for the Middle East and is now an ABC News national security and defense analyst. Mick, good to see you again. So what do you think? Are these actions going to back down the Kremlin, or will they make Russia feel more threatened and really want to pull the trigger quicker rather than wait till there's more resistance to what Putin might want to do here? How do you read it?
So I think these actions are exactly what we should be doing, putting 8,500 troops on alert, probably to deploy to a NATO country is the message we need to be sending.
A NATO country. How is Ukraine a NATO country? That doesn't make any sense. NATO is a European army. How is it a NATO? How is Ukraine a NATO country? That doesn't make sense. And for you people to be sending your children off into this fight, you're bringing your own demise. Pindar needs this to go on. He wants y'all to kill majority of y'all selves off. He wants this to go off. I don't get this. You are literally getting ready to kill yourselves over nothing. You're ready to go to war over nothing. Nothing. This is what you're getting ready to do. Go to war over nothing. Let me go over here real fast. Now I want to say something, my people. I want to say something before I get over to back to the spaceships. Hold on. I want to say this right here. Now, people going to get mad at me. I already know you're going to get mad at me. You're going to get into your emotions, but I need you to listen to me with an open mind. I need you to listen to me with an open mind when I play this right here. I really do. I'm going to play it first and I'm going to speak about this.
Now to an I-Team exclusive. There are new questions about the police investigation into the dating app death of a young woman, Lauren Smith Fields, in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace delves into that mystery.
They wanted us to forget about our daughter, their sister, our loved one. They thought they was gonna just throw her away like she was
garbage.
Now, first of all, look at her. Look at this. Come on, man. Y'all better stop. Yo, y'all better stop playing with me, man. I want you to look at that. Seriously. They don't care nothing about you. This is a mockery. That's all it is. And I want you to listen to this.
Amid this family's anguish are emotions of outrage and disgust at how the Bridgeport Police Department has investigated the mysterious death of 23-year-old Lauren Smith Fields.
It was careless. It was no concern. There was no care for the family about how we felt, our grief, our pain, none of that.
The I-Team obtained this police report of the response to a 911 call from Lauren's apartment on the morning of December 12th from a white male identified as Matthew LaFountain.
White male. Listen, white male. Dating app, white male.
The investigator notes he was trembling and visibly shaken. LaFountain said they met on the dating site Bumble, began drinking shots of tequila, and Lauren became ill. That later.
So let me get this right. They met on a dating app. They went somewhere and started drinking tequila. Now they met on a dating app and they met up. They went somewhere and drinking tequila. Now I want to say this to you, my sisters. You know how many times I have out here on in the streets and social media. Don't trust the black man. Don't trust the black man. Oh, you want to go? He asked you to go over his house. He doing this, that, and the third. Don't trust the black man. The black man is dangerous. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. Right? You met a white man on a dating. You met a white man on a dating app, and the first thing that goes on with you is that you trust him so much that you start drinking shots of tequila, and you brought him back home with you. You brought him back home with you. You see how far mental slavery has gone with us, my people? You see how far? And now we're asking the same people, the same zebra that killed, murdered my God, my mother. We're asking the same people to solve the case. I want you to listen to this.
They played some games, ate some food, and started to watch a movie. He says he carried her to her bedroom and laid her in her bed. He then laid down next to her and fell asleep. He woke up again at approximately 0630 hours, and she was laying on her right side. Blood was coming out of her right nostril onto the bed, and she was not breathing.
The whole day goes by. No police reach out to the family at all.
Her close-knit family says they went to the apartment the next day after frantically calling and texting Lauren and were referred to a Detective Cronin.
They didn't even contact us. They didn't let us know anything. It's like crazy. And I'm asking what's going on. He said she met some guy on Bumble. And I'm asking about the guy. He's like, oh, he sounds like a really nice guy. He sounds like a really good guy.
Hold up. Did you hear what the detective said? The detective said he sounds like a really nice guy. A really nice guy. And we got these people, we allow these people to police us. When we gonna wake up, my brothers and sisters? When we gonna wake up? How many more of us gotta die? Huh? How many more of us gotta be misled? You hate yourself so much. You hate your creation so much. They have trained you so much that you even need a dating app to go out and date, and that you are willing to open up your door to allow something that's been proving through history that have done nothing but killed you psychologically and physically. When are we going to wake up? I want to finish playing this.
He was like, I'll call you back, and just hung up in my face.
They say the detective promised.
Wait a second. Did you hear what the detective said? Listen to this.
Really nice guy. He sounded like a really good guy. And he was like, I'll call you back, and just hung up in my face.
They say the detective promised to come by the apartment.
Never showed up.
The family says the relationship with police devolved from there. No contact from December 13th until December 29th. They returned to the apartment to clear out Lauren's belongings and claim a new detective came by to say he'd taken over the case from Detective Cronin.
The detective said he effed up, he messed up. He effed Cronin, he messed up. He didn't know what he was doing. He messed up the case.
The family says they provided evidence they'd collected to crime scene investigators who arrived for the first time that day, included a bloody sheet and a pill.
And 2 cups of like drinks or whatever next to a bottle. They didn't take none of that. We seen a condom, we seen lube, other stuff in there, and they didn't take none of this.
Sources close.
I guarantee you that man sexually assaulted the shit out of that woman. I promise you that he did that. This is disgraceful. Disgraceful.
The investigation tell the I-Team the Matthew LaFountain pictured in this social media photo, now removed, was the man at Lauren's apartment. A neighbor at his listed address in Milford confirmed LaFountain's identity, but we were unable to reach the 37-year-old who has not been accused of any wrongdoing. LaFountain's same image appeared under the name Matthew Tom.
First of all, again, this is in their DNA. Raping, abuse, killing is in their DNA. This is being honest. This is in there. This is no lie.
Now also taken down.
Anyone that genuinely cared and they were there, the last person there, and they know that nothing bad happened, you would at least even reach out to the family yourself. Like, listen, I know I'm sorry for your loss of your daughter or your sister.
The family's last contact with police was on January 4th at headquarters with their attorney.
What I believe is that the police failed to collect and preserve that environment from the first day.
The attorney has now filed a notice of claim to sue Bridgeport for negligence, claiming key evidence was not initially submitted to the state lab.
Now, let me tell you what's going to happen, right? Let me tell you what's going to happen. The family going to get money, and it's going to be over and done with. The family going to get money. No one is going to speak about it. They're going to pay the money out. And that's sad and disgraceful. But I want to tell you, sisters, something. Like, you know, this is very hurtful. This is very hurtful. And I want you to know that. This is very hurtful. And I also don't show no empathy for it as well. Because you have to literally hate yourself and hate your race to go on a dating app, for one, and 2, to bring a stranger to your home. You understand? And then not know your history at all. or even pay attention to your history. We was just in zoos in 1958. What has taken place with the black woman's consciousness that she forgot about the raping and abuse that has taken place with her? What has touched her? What has ripped away from her mind? Is it the money? Is it the income? I mean, the money you got? Is it the credit scores? Is it the education? What has literally ripped away one of the most important things that you should constantly pay attention to? Huh? Know what happens with our women? We tell them, don't trust the black man. Don't trust the black man. Don't do that. Don't trust the black man. He evil. He dangerous. He's violent. Sister, you don't know what violence is. You forgot it. That's why I told you the mother universe, she's doing this. You think it's a man that's doing this. The man is going to carry out the judgment, the execution and the judgment. But the consciousness of a woman said, this is enough, and you must do your job, S-U-N. You must do your job, and don't you hold back at all. This is what the consciousness of the universe is saying. Period. So let me show you one more thing. Let me go over here. Let me show you how common this is. This is, first of all, and people are going to say that I'm only using this because I want to show you the characteristics of this beast, because the white woman and the Asian woman and the Arab woman, she forgot about it too. Clearly, she forgot about it. But right now, what's happening on this planet, they are literally trying to legalize. Like I told you, if Russia and the United Nations was able to disarm Americans, we would be like modern day Rome in the streets. It would be like modern. It's already like that already. But I'm talking about to the point where as though they're trying to legalize. Do you not know they're trying to legalize? They saying that if a kid, instead of saying that as pedophilia, if a kid has the consciousness to say that's something that they want to do, they agree to it, then it's okay. They want to legalize pedophilia. Who does that? Who literally does that? So I want you to listen to this.
Tonight, anger and outrage after an Illinois judge decided to reverse his own decision in the sexual assault conviction of an 18-year-old at his sentencing hearing, now saying the 148 days he spent behind bars is, quote, plenty of punishment, and ruling the court will find him not guilty on all counts. Drew Clinton was initially found guilty of one count of criminal sexual assault of a 16-year-old girl at a bench trial in October, a charge that carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 4 years in prison. The accuser, Cameron Vaughn, identified herself to NBC affiliate WGEM. She alleges Clinton sexually assaulted her at a graduation party in May when she was unconscious.
I woke up at my friend's house with a pillow over my face so I couldn't be heard, and Drew Clinton inside of me.
Adams County Judge Robert Adrian decided.
Now let me tell you something about the judge. You know why? You know why he's okay with that? Because that's what he's into. Y'all better understand something. That is what he's into. And he's probably saying to himself, I wish I was the kid that did that.
Robert Adrian decided Clinton should not be transferred to prison after his 148 days spent in county jail.
Hit that like button, my people.
Showing the judge
hit that like
blame
button
on parents hosting teenagers at a party. Quote, they provided liquor to underage people, and you wonder how these things happen. Well, that's how these things happen. Vaughn, shocked by the decision.
I immediately had to leave the courtroom and go to the bathroom. I was crying.
Clinton's attorney maintains his.
Understand something, my sisters. You know, this helicopter always showing up now, but I don't give a fuck. They better come right. But anyway, understand something, my brothers and sisters, and also other races. Let me tell you something. You have the slightest idea what's going to take place with this man right here. You see these eyes right here? You have the slightest idea what's going to take place when hunger kicks in, when he no longer can get that meat that he's normally used to getting, when he can't eat the food that he's been eating 3, 4, or 5 times a day. You have no idea what's going to take place. You're going to those that have forgotten their past, you are deemed to repeat it. I want you to know that. You are deemed to repeat it. Let me show you this real fast, my people. This is on Brazil. I done showed y'all this plenty of times. You can call me off my rocker, all you want. First of all, it's 2 of them. It's one up here too. Let me just tell you that. But This is a ship, and the sun is not even over there. It's lit up. This is lit up. This is literally lit up. Look at the sharp edge, the circular. Look at the circular motions. It's a disc, or it appears to be a disc. But look at the round edge on it. Look like a football field. This is where you get your football field from. All your stadiums and shit, all your sports stadiums, they look like huge ships. They look like huge ships. Hold on. Let me see what else. What else I have to show y'all? I went over that. Schumann resonance. Just a little bit of background noise, my people. Just a little bit of background noise. Meanwhile, that deals directly with human biology. DNA, your circadian rhythm, regulates blood pressure and your reproduction. Come on. And what do endocrinologists do? They study your glands, and one of your glands is reproduction. Listen, my people, if you appreciate the content, hit the like button. You really appreciate the content, grab a shirt. I am not black shirt. Save our children. Sun blood. You must have the consciousness of the universe and a blood of the sun in order for you to move forward. All other races, if you want to continue to call me evil, you want to call me dark, you want to say that I'm racist, that's fine. I don't have no problem with that. That's up to you. But I will tell you one thing, right? Turn those that have forgot their past are deemed to repeat it. Turn to your own people. What happened? Yo, am I still alive? Do y'all still see me? Yo, they literally, I don't know what happened on my computer. Wow. Yo, oh, okay. Listen, let me tell you, YouTube is literally, yo, on the top of my screen, yo, YouTube. Listen, I know y'all got to do what y'all got to do because I'm different. You understand? I know who I am. That chopper that's flying above there, I guess it's sending neutrino beams or whatever. It's sending electrical frequencies down to my computer. Whatever it's doing, it's every time I go live now, that helicopter is right there now. Every time I go live. So listen, it's all love. You know what I mean? I don't mind it. I'm not in fear. They fear me. That's why, because you know what they know what's next. I'm going to be out here in my community. I'm going to be out. I'm 10 toes down. They know I'm going to wake up my goal is to wake up the entire fucking planet. That is my goal, to turn against the people that are literally orchestrating this bullshit. We all could have been harmonizing on this planet together, like bees, like nature. We all could have been harmonizing on this planet, but y'all made a choice to carry out low vibrational things that are literally psychologically and destroying our people. We can all come to a unanimity that there is something wrong with the system on this planet, and that the organic people of this planet has been treated unjustly for quite some time. But now it's at an end. And it's sad that, like I said, children are going to have to deal with this. Children are going to have to deal with this. So again, I value you all, my brothers and sisters. To everyone that's in the chat, I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate the high frequency, the energy. You understand? You all are amazing, man. We are amazing and beautiful people. You understand? Listen, we are unique. We are unique. We're not supposed to move like humans. We're supposed to move like the sun in the universe in the flesh, my brothers and sisters. This was the greatest test, the ultimate test. You take away Superman and Superwoman's physical ability, whereas though they have to rely on each other. You take away their memory and you make them rely on each other with all the breadcrumbs that was laid down here on this planet. I value you, my people. We are great people. I sincerely value. Now listen, my people, again, if you appreciate the content, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. If you really appreciate the content, grab a shirt. Appreciate the content, Cash App. It don't make a difference what you Cash App. Is much appreciated. I value y'all. Man, woman, and child, heaven and earth, eternal light. I see you. Each one reach one. It's not each one teach one. I'm not your teacher. You don't need a teacher. It's already in your genetics. You just need to be reminded. That's all you need to do. Be reminded. And that's what's happening right now. And this is what they don't want. They want you to keep falling into that leadership, that leader, your leader. Nah, you're not. Let me just say this one last thing before I leave. You are not responsible for the family that you were born into. You are responsible for the family that you create, not the family that you were born into. You are responsible for the family that you create. I value my people. One love to you. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Kalama, I'm in rock. God gene for life. I'm out of here.